Yes, guys, welcome back to Chasing Green Arrows. Game week 12 is been and gone, and we're looking ahead to game week 13. But before we do, let's have a little recap. I'm Gianni FH, today's host. I'm joined by regular co-host and Mr. Below Average this week, Dean Jones. How are you, mate?
Mate, did the game week start yet?
I know, saw your
did
score.
the game week start? What was that? What was that? Oh my God. I'm annoyed, man. I'm annoyed. I'm not annoyed at just my own game. I'm annoyed at the level of the Premier League and how rubbish half these players and these teams are. The whole division is just a complete shambles. Everyone, apart from Arsenal, should be hanging their heads in shame. They are all useless. And I take no blame, actually, for the team that I picked last week because I was let down by almost every single one of them. 31 points is absolute nonsense. I'm not happy about it, mate. So, honestly, today we're going to talk about the free hit. And the problem with the free hit is I don't trust anyone in this league.
Yeah, and also we could be bringing players out of our teams, like Palace players or Arsenal players. And actually, they're two of the good teams. They're two of the teams we quite like. They're quite the trustworthy teams. And we'd be bringing them out on free hit, wouldn't we?
But this is the problem with looking at the fixture list now. It just doesn't mean anything. We still have our instant reactions to want to pick the Mancity player against Leeds or whatever. But it's not much of it I can truly trust. Visas as Dean's had an FPL breakdown. It actually is my first one of the season, probably. Yeah.
Because you've been flying. That's why.
Mate, 500k I'm down to now.
Welcome to my world. I mean, I'm at 1 million, so.
Are you? Your point, mate. I didn't actually. I honestly haven't even looked, so I only looked at my score today.
I had an average week. I had a grey arrow. I didn't go up or down. I had a Mukiele come off my bench for Semenyo, and there was quite a lot in the FPL community that had Anderson's 10-pointer off the bench for Semenyo, and I had Mukiele who was on for a 10-pointer in the 84th minute, and then Jimenez went and scored. But look, Simon didn't deserve the clean sheet, and Fulham deserved the win, so fine. Happy with Mukiele's 4. The only big return I had this week, and let me know if you had any, I had one, Minter. Minter again, I think it was 11 points, huge for a 7%, 8% owned player. Other than Minter, I didn't have a single big return. Did you have one?
I honestly don't know. Let me look. I'm not joking when I say I haven't looked. No. Declan Rice, 6 points. Declan Rice, the player that everyone tells me not to pick. He's my highest my highest points claimer, mate. Absolute shambles. Mateta gets 1, Reinders gets 1, Petrovic gets 1, useless Gakpo gets 2. Absolute shambles, mate. I've got 2 points on my bench from 4 players. So it's not even like I did anything wrong there. Very, very strange. And as I say, I just blame the quality of this division because it makes no sense. It makes no sense. Honestly, right now, you've got Palace in 5th, Brighton in 6th, Sunderland 7th, Bournemouth 8th. Then you've got Tottenham 9th, Man United 10th, Liverpool 12th. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? How are we supposed to, credibly, predict the future when the teams that are supposed to, have all the stars, have the heritage and the traditions and the pedigree are useless? It's really hard. And I don't know what the right answer is on this free hit week, mate. Obviously loads of people are going to do it because they're reeling and they also have it in their back pocket and we're running out of time to use it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The people that are thriving in this game right now, what are they doing? Are they lucky?
No, but they're going against the obvious quite often. And then probably not chasing fixtures like many engaged managers do. A prime example of this, right, is the Arsenal defence. We spoke about this a bit last week, but we didn't start the season with Arsenal defenders, many engaged managers, because they didn't have the good fixtures, but they went and got loads of clean sheets. So it was the obvious thing to do, but we went against it. And I just think there's a fair few managers that are perhaps chasing last week's points and it's working too. I don't know. There's also loads of that are doing really well this season that would have used all their chips. We have to remember that too.
Yeah, I mean, that's true, I suppose. But
We've still got we've both got. So I mean, title of today's show is about a free hit. Like, how many chips do you have left? Is it just free hit? I've just got free hit.
I think it is.
Get voting in the poll, by the way. We have asked this question: will you be on free hit in 13? Yes or no? And then I'll ask Dean the same question.
Yeah, exactly. I've still got my bench boost, but at the moment, that's completely pointless at the moment. So yeah, I've got my bench boost as well. So we'll see. I just don't know where we go. Let's get the fixtures up on screen, mate, because I think that has to be our starting point today before we get into the actual teams. Because when we're talking about like, what do we trust? What do we do? How do we go against the obvious? Where do we turn with a free hit? Like, if we're going to go, I'm going to say against the obvious, then we're like going right. Go on. You say.
Well, there's a few against the obvious teams. Like, I think, how many Brentford players do we own? Like, I don't know any Brentford players. No. Igor Thiago's so obvious. I'd say Coyote's pretty obvious, or a defender. Like, Brentford versus Burnley is a prime fixture where you go, I haven't got any cover there, and I would go at least double up. Even Man City, we all have Haaland. Very few of us have a second City asset. Well, I want 3, and I want 3 attackers. Like, that's the top 2 fixtures straight away. Scream, double Brentford, triple Man City. At the moment, I've just got Haaland there. That's 4 players I don't have. That's one reason of many to free hit in 13. So should we talk Brentford first and then Man City and then work our way down?
Yeah, let's
because I am free hitting. I should just lay my cards out now. I've hit active.
Yeah,
I'm fully in.
Okay.
And I know there's a lot of other very engaged managers that are considering it, but perhaps aren't fully committed, and they might be waiting on what Liverpool do on Wednesday night. They might be waiting on Thursday night games, and they might make a late call. But I'm all in. I've been all in for weeks. Game week 13 was always going to be when I free hit, and I still like it.
So you're totally convinced then that Burnley don't go and upset Brentford?
Yeah, Burnley away don't do much, and Brentford were good against Brighton at the weekend. Like, Brentford are fine. Like Igor Thiago is someone I fancy to score that in that game. Yeah. Like, I'm not free hitting for Brentford. Like, that's a sweetener. I'm free hitting for triple Man City. I'm free hitting for Morgan Rogers, and I'm free hitting for Mo Salah.
Well, the thing is, mate, even on Man City, you don't know who you're picking. Like, you don't know who's going to bang. You don't know who's going to bang against Leeds because you don't know who's going to play.
Foden's playing though, I fancy Foden. He's not getting the points. He's not getting the goals or the assists, but he's passing the eye test. And because he's not getting the goals or the assists, no one's really picking Foden. And I understand why, because he's not been producing the returns, but he has massively been passing the eye test.
We'll see. Look, he's playing today, so let's watch Phil Foden today. He's got quite a lot of minutes recently, hasn't he?
Mate, he started every game since game week 4, I think, in the Premier League.
Is he going to play?
I actually hope he gets rested in the Champions League, but again, I can't see that because I think Leverkusen will put up a... I don't know. I don't know how strong Pep will rotate.
I think he's due to be sat out soon.
Yeah. Did he play for England? Did he make the squad? So he's had a rest there.
Did he play for England?
He didn't make the squad before. I don't know if he made this last squad. Let us know in the chat. I didn't actually watch.
Totally gone blank. I've totally gone blank on whether...
I feel like he got called back up, but I don't know for sure. Let us know in the chat.
But anyway,
despite if he had a rest in the international break, then I don't think he's due a rest.
He played. Yeah, he played. I was confused from the one before. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so he's due a break, mate. He needs a rest. He's played so much. And if he plays tonight, he ain't playing against Leeds.
No, because it's a good turnaround. Like, the benefit of tonight is, and the weekend was, they play Saturday, Tuesday, and then again this weekend, as we can see on screen, like, it's Saturday again. So Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday isn't amazing, but it's fine. Compare that to Tottenham, who played Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday, and away trips. That's tough. Like, City, home Tuesday night, tonight, home against Leeds. Fine spacing for me.
Yeah, we'll see. Doku and Cherky would be the two that I would be wondering about, though.
But how without a team leak, I can back Foden and be fairly confident. I could probably go O'Reilly, Foden, and Haaland and think I'm going to land on all 3. There's always a risk, of course. But I feel like, and maybe on Doku, I could do the same. I can't do that on Cherky. And I need a team. If I do see a team leak that Cherky's starting, though, he's in. Like, Cherky is a great shout if he
Cherky, yeah, Leeds wouldn't handle him, mate. I think that he would be a good pick. Code Knight still has Reinders. He says, help me, guys. Yeah, I mean, obviously started as the best value pick in the game. Maybe there's a reason he was valued at what he was. I think he's still fine to have in your squad, but obviously now he's taking up a Man City spot, which you might want. Visser also says he'd bet on the City defence against Leeds, and that is a good point. Like, Leeds aren't going to score a goal, probably. That's more like, rather than guess who's going to score the Man City goals, are you better off just being like, well, who's going to play the Man City defence? Because Leeds ain't going to score in a month of Saturdays. Like,
I agree, they're not going to score, but I do think most Man City defenders will end that game on 6 points. You might get, if it's a 3-0 win, is there an attacking return from a City defender? Probably not. If it's a 3-0 win, then the bonus points don't go to City defenders. They go to those that were involved in the goals. So do you go safe and have a defender, or do you just go and chase ceiling? Because the ceiling for a Diaz is probably, it's realistically 6. The ceiling for a Doku is 16. So do you just go all out and go, it's my free hit? It's not a transfer. It's not for the next 5-6 weeks. I'm going big and I'm chasing the upside, and I'm going Doku, Foden, Haaland. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, fair enough. Sorry, my phone's just started turning on because I have to check the comments. Glenn has given another membership. Thank you, mate. You do this every single show.
Legend.
That's really kind of you, mate. Who picked it up? Luke picked it up. So that's very kind of you. Congrats to Luke for picking that one up.
Mate, Freddie mentions O'Reilly, and we should discuss him because he is the defender with upside. And he's also only like 5 million. He might have had a price rise, but he's been transferred in by a lot of managers. Nori was back on the bench at the weekend. He didn't come on. I'm just checking now. Didn't come off the bench. Nori's surely going to get a start at some point. Does he start the Leeds game? Or if we see Nori starting on Wednesday night, straight away O'Reilly becomes a lock. Nori's been out for a while. Like, he's not going to come and play 2 games in 4 or 5 days. But how nailed do you think O'Reilly is with Nori close? Because O'Reilly's been playing so well, you'd argue he's now first choice.
Yeah, but as Rory says, he is a minute's risk at this point. I'm definitely going to be tuning into some Man City content in the coming days. I can tell you that much. Whether it's on YouTube or a podcast or Twitter, I don't know. But I need to really tap into this. Might be back to the old pep. We might actually dig out that pep roulette graphic, mate, for the next show. And I'll try to get some proper insight. Maybe I'll speak to a couple of the journos that I know on the patch, because
that'd be good.
This is really, really key.
Do you get that for our deadline stream? That'd be amazing, mate. Because Saturday morning, a lot of people are going to be sweating over how many and which Man City players they pick.
Yeah, exactly. Sirloin's just mentioned Marmoush and Savinho, who we haven't even touched on.
Yeah, and they're going to get a game at some point. They are, and Leeds at home is the banker home win on paper, isn't it? I think we all think, and surely Pep thinks, that's one of the easier fixtures he's got, because after Leeds at home, 3 days later they go to Fulham. Now that is, yes, City will be favourites, but it's potential banana skin.
Yeah.
So,
that's true. And honestly, when you look at this fixture list, it's the one that jumps out. It's the one game where you're like, okay, there's not many bankers here.
It's the reason to free hit.
Yeah.
You have to, if you're free hitting, you obviously have to go triple up, and you're massively. I think Foden's a lock for me. Like, I don't need a team league. Like, Foden started every game since game week 3 or 4. I'm happy there, and Haaland too. But it's the third pick. Brentford we touched on. Let's just go back to it quickly, Dean. Would you go for a Brentford defender? Like, I think Coyote's loads of fun for an attacking return. He takes the long throws. He does well in the BPS. He's super advanced.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite rare that I have Brentford assets, but if I'm going to free hit, which I don't know if I'm definitely going to do yet, then yeah, I'd 100% be looking to get a Brentford defender. And
Sunderland, Bournemouth, we'd avoid though, right? You wouldn't if Semenyo was fit or Senesi fit. That's just one I take my Bournemouth players
out.
If
I'm free hitting, you can just avoid the fixture. Yeah, I would just avoid the fixture. Like, you might be able to get some fodder from Sunderland for the bench.
Like Mukiele's on my bench. Yeah, because you're cheap. Everton, Newcastle. You avoid the fixture again on free hit.
I've got absolutely no idea what happens in that game.
Same.
Literally no idea.
And they're the ones you just want to swerve on a free hit. Same as Palace United. It's like, I don't know where it's going. Just avoid it.
I mean, I back Palace. To be honest,
Would
mate, like
you?
outside of Man City, I'd be looking at that and going straight at Palace and Aston Villa. Like they're the only other two games that I
Would you
think
be
are.
back in Palace? Because I'm free hitting and I'm taking
Mate,
my
did you watch
triple
United
Palace out.
yesterday? Did
I
you
did. I
watch it,
watched all 90, which I don't usually like doing on the evening games now because I'm
mate?
so tired. But United were desperately bad. But Palace play on Thursday night. And I just wonder with United having a free midweek if they'll be better again.
They won't. They're
Do you
useless.
But we've seen them up and down all season,
I
though.
can't believe they were as bad as that. That was their worst performance of the season.
The manager or the players, because the back five versus 10 men at Old Trafford was quite like Gary Neville was getting irate on commentary at Luke Shaw. He was like, why is he there? What? He doesn't need to be in that position. Get forward, play a left back, not left centre back. But it's like, no, he's told to play a back five. He's going to do what his manager tells him.
This is how they play. I ain't going to change it.
Even against 10 men, though.
The thing is, like, I don't really know what you would have changed immediately.
Just take a centre back off.
Yeah, but they don't play it back. Like, they don't play that way, so they don't work on it. So then you're risking your whole system. This system works, and it should still work against 10 men.
True. You just have the wing back should just be like wingers. So it's a back three, not a five. But it wasn't, you know.
The problem you got is
high. Mazraoui wasn't high.
But this is it. How many times have I said on this show? Amad Diallo has to be the right wing back.
Yeah.
Every time
last week.
Every time he's not the right wing back, everything falls apart.
Yeah.
And it's
the outlet.
It's very weird for the right wing back to be such a key member. But honestly,
Daniel Munoz, same system. Munoz is.
I swear it's true. And obviously, United collapsed because Casemiro and Bruno have been pretty good all season. It was never going to last all season. And yesterday they were just floundering. Like they were just caught flat. Like they couldn't turn. It was poor. And it just exposed exactly what, the problem we all know is they need a midfielder and they can't get the midfielder they want. And it all kind of fell apart. So honestly, mate, Palace beat Man United. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
I'm sure of it. They're better in every key area of the pitch. Palace should be better.
It's just the fact they have a Thursday night game. I think that's
Who are they playing?
I don't think it's not one of the bigger teams. I'm looking now. It's Strasbourg, but it's away from home.
Okay,
and when Palace go on these away from home trips, or they they go full strength against anyone. Like they don't.
Strasbourg's quite a tough game. Like Strasbourg are a decent team.
Chelsea, aren't they?
They've got two. They've got two really good forwards, Panicelli and Omega. Obviously, you got Chelsea goalkeeper Mike Penders, Ben Chilwell. Yeah, that is actually a
Chilwell against his old club. He was playing at Palace 6 months ago in the reserve. So maybe we keep a Palace player or two. I must say, I am tempted on Daniel Munoz because I just think he's just such a fun own. But maybe you could put a Mateta or a Sarin. But I think I'll probably just back against the fixture and hope it's like a 0-0 Brighton Palace was the other week. But
Villa's the other one, mate. Villa against Wolves.
Morgan Rogers is a must now after the weekend. I was actually going to put Ollie Watkins in, and now I'm like, no, it's Morgan Rogers clearly. If you want a Villa attacker,
yeah, absolutely, yeah. Obviously Wolves, no pick me up so far.
Will they score Wolves, Dean? Do you think with Edwards? Like they actually produced 1.7 XG at the weekend. They looked all right. They did. Edwards is quite an attacking manager.
Yeah, I don't think I'd necessarily target a Villa defender just in case.
I was going to go Emi Martinez maybe, or like a Luca Dean or Matty Cash.
Martinez is looking poor though. Like I don't think I'd pick him.
Penalty saves though. If they get a penalty save, a keeper, they get huge points. He's good at them.
Yeah, that's funny. But anyway, yeah. So Morgan Rogers and potentially one other. I'd have two Palace assets. Morgan Rogers, maybe another. 3 from Man City, 2 from Brentford. Obviously, you want your Arsenal players, like even though they're playing.
I'm dropping Arsenal out.
You're dropping them out,
mate. I'm dropping Palace out, United out, Arsenal out. I'm going all in. I'm picking Liverpool players. I'm picking Brentford players. Like I'm just chasing fixtures for 1 week.
No, I mean I'm still gonna have a couple of Arsenal players.
Why?
Because they'll beat Chelsea.
No.
Yeah.
Stamford Bridge.
Yeah.
0-0.
Arsenal are
1-0
far and
either
away the
way,
best team in the
maybe.
league. They're far and away the best team in the league. They're the
Agreed.
only good team in the league. How are you lot second?
Mate, I don't know. I mean, if
Exactly.
Arsenal don't win the title this year, that would be the biggest collapse in Premier League history because there's no other rival.
There's a 6-point gap between Arsenal and Chelsea, and I can't believe it's only 6 points. It feels like they're seasons apart, like in terms of growth. Like I can't believe it's as close as this.
Arsenal play Wednesday night Chelsea tonight. I can't wait for that one. So extra day recovery for Chelsea, who are looking good. I think that's a tight football match. I'm happy going without. I could possibly play safe and just have one Arsenal defender, but I'm certainly not going for an Arsenal attacker.
Well, I'll have like Declan Rice.
Right, mate. His free kicks are so good.
His free kicks, his corners, his DEFCON. He's going to play like. So I would still stick with Declan Rice.
Chelsea Academy narrative is there, but you can't have the Arsenal and the Palace players if you're trying to fit in all the others. And I'm trying to fit in, say, Liverpool. So let's talk about Liverpool.
Yeah, I mean, why? Tell me what you're seeing here. What?
Mo Salah is a lock. I'm going there.
After me saying it for 3 weeks, I'm now going off the idea, and you've come into the idea.
But when it's just a 1 week affair, I'm not marrying this player. I'm just having a fling.
I've never had a 1 week affair, so I don't know.
Like if Isak shows me something on Wednesday night, if Ekatike shows me something on Wednesday night, if Gakpo does or Szoboszlai, like I am willing to go double Liverpool attack because West Ham are terrible, and it's Mo Salah either alone or it's Mo Salah plus another attacker. If on Wednesday night they show me something versus PSV. If Isak goes and plays well in 70 minutes and gets a brace, he's in the free hit team. But Mo Salah's the lock, and then it's +1 if I see something on Wednesday night. That PSV game is key. I need some form.
Yeah. Sorry, in the chat there, people keep asking me how Dylan got on. Obviously, he was doing well. So I haven't checked his final score. So while you're talking, you talk for a second. I'm just going to log into his account and see. Nice. I know he actually did all right.
Free hit, right?
It was free hit, wasn't it? Yeah.
He was going to free hit and then wild card this week, wasn't he? I think.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
So let me just check it. Let me check. I'll log into his account and I will check this.
CH says, everyone remember G is operating on newborn fumes. Yeah, quite right. Yeah, okay, Gianni. But Liverpool-Madrid was a different game for Man City-Liverpool. Yeah, of course it was. But what I need is, and of course, like Liverpool went and played well against Atletico Madrid too, right? And then were bad in the Premier League the week after, I think. But what I just want to note is PSV is an opportunity for the attacking Liverpool players to build some momentum and score some goals. It's at Anfield. It's PSV, who aren't as good as half the Premier League teams, in my opinion, and they certainly don't know how to come and set up against Liverpool and Slot and at Anfield. I think I can see Liverpool scoring goals. And if we see something from them, then we back them. If we don't, just pick Mo Salah. That's fine. Salah's the best player the game's ever seen. Playing him at West Ham is fine. West Ham were useless against Bournemouth. They had 2 good finishes from Callum Wilson and did very little else. Bournemouth clocked over 4 XG. How they drew the football match 2-2, it flatters West Ham massively.
Yeah. Mate, have we got some sort of an alarm bell? Because we've
Is he in the top 100k?
He's at 50k.
Mate.
He got 70 points.
Shut up. Who did he have?
He had Munoz, Rodgers, Minte, Sanchez, Richards, Cucurella. He's got 70 points and he's up to 50k.
Mate, that is huge. I mean, Cucurella's 6 and Rodgers on the double digit.
Rodgers got 15. Mate, yeah, he's at 50k. And he's got his wild card to play this week.
Unbelievable. Come on. Dylan is 7 years old, Dean's son, for those that don't know.
Wow.
Is anyone beating Dylan? Should we do a poll? Are you beating Dylan? Yes
I
or
know
no?
a couple will be. A couple will be. But
3 or 4.
Let me see where his leagues are. I mean, yeah.
Is he in the CJ League?
I don't know if he is, actually.
Get him in the CJ League. He's probably top 10.
Oh, yeah, he's not actually in any leagues here. I'm just looking. He's literally in one league, and it's with me and his friends. So he has I've got no idea how he compares to other people.
Are you beating Dylan in the poll?
In England, he's at 20k.
Love it, mate. In America, he's probably at.
I've registered me for USA and him for England, and that is totally the wrong way around, isn't it?
Mate, he'd be in the top 100 in the US.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. So yeah, we'll focus in on that one because I might have to take over that team.
We'll
I shouldn't, to be honest. I'm at 500k and he's at 50k. Like, how does this work, man?
You're the assistant manager. We'll show Dylan's team on Saturday stream, guys.
I will show. I will. Yeah. I might even
it.
do a little separate video on it. Maybe I'll do a little separate and try and get him on it. He's desperate to be a YouTuber, so this could be. His
mate,
little,
definitely do that. We could get a thumbnail made up. Like we should definitely do like you just chatting to Dylan.
7-year-old kid hit, and yeah.
Do a pre-record so we can top and tail it, and then yeah.
He's off school this week, so I think I can do this. I think I can do it.
Even if you're on your phone doing it with him, we could still put it out as a vid.
Okay, let's do it. Yeah, FPL Dylan, says Maliki. I mean, it's got to be a gap in the market.
FPL Chai is Dylan as well, so we might have to see if he's nicked the handle.
Yeah, and he looks young. Is he younger than 7?
So good. I wish he was watching.
Chai, I love you. Anyway, so yeah, sorry to break your
Liverpool
chat there, Stella, but
are you picking them on free hit, Dean, if you do it?
What, Liverpool?
You'd have Salah, wouldn't you?
Who am I picking from Liverpool on a free hit at West Ham? Yeah, I mean, look, West Ham still should have lost at the weekend. I think, and so I do think that this is a good place to still go and repair your credibility. And not only do Liverpool need that, but oh my God, Salah needs it. Has he got a good record against West Ham? Sure, he does.
I've captained him before when he scored at the London Stadium. I'm sure, but I've not.
I'm sure too. I'll check it quickly, but I don't love his performances at all. But it's West Ham, and they're just still not convinced by them, even though they've picked up. Let's see how we got on there last season. He scored at West Ham when Liverpool won 5-0. We got a goal and 2 assists. Actually, then had a bit of a barren spell, but he used to score loads of goals against West Ham, but actually had a 2-season barren spell. So he does all right against them for sure. So yeah, I definitely don't want Gakpo. I'll tell you that much. He's done for me. Is it time to go to Isak?
Mate, it could be. It really could be, right? I do need something from Liverpool on Wednesday night, but I think PSV is a good fixture for it. At home at Anfield, Champions League, where they've been all right. I just need something to go, give me an Isak or an Ekatike or another attacking punt, because I do like the fixture. I think West Ham are poor, and I think the results have been okay at West Ham, but I think the form under Nuno the football's been pretty dire. Yeah.
I totally agree. By the way, Movie is at 23k. So well done. It's the highest one I've seen so far. Oh, Jason says he's at 3.8k.
Jesus.
Oh my God, mate, you're going to win it. Wow. We've got a super chat in, so let's get to it. It's from Super Glenn, who is the kindest man on the planet. He's got a team for us to assess, so take a second to read over it.
Thinking about a free hit.
Yeah, so he's unsure what to do. 85k, so having a good season, Glenn is.
I mean, the team's great, so we don't even need to look at the team. We just need to go, what fixtures do they have? And you've got double Palace defence. I think that's fine.
And he's got Mateta, which is fine.
You've got Mateta. You've actually got triple City already. You've got Donnarumma. And that's the reason, the number one reason why to free hit and the fixture to chase is City. You've already got the triple up. Absolutely, you do not need a free hit, mate. I know you've got triple Arsenal, and that's not ideal against Chelsea.
No way I would free hit this team, mate.
No, you're good.
No way.
2 free transfers too, so you can improve it.
I was going to say,
get rid of João Pedro. Christ,
João Pedro's got to go. Right.
Yeah, and go Igor Thiago, and then you're getting the other good free hit option. One Brazilian to another. He's Brazilian, Igor Thiago. Yeah,
Glenn, you're in a great position because you can then hold back that free hit for the this is a team that isn't too far off what some people are going to be free hitting towards. So once you've made your 2 free transfers, you're in a great spot. And then you can free hit on a spot when people can't. So keep it in your back pocket, mate. You're absolutely flying.
And buy Igor Thiago, because it is a big upgrade, a big upgrade on João Pedro. Because Igor Thiago gives you 90 minutes. He gives you penalties. He gives you goals. And he's missed his penalty now, so he's fine. Free hit 16 will be worth looking at for you, Glenn, with this team, I think. Just check it out. Although I think your team will be quite well set. The problem with free hit 16, and we should just discuss this, because if you're not free hitting in 13, when are you doing it? If you're doing it in 14 or 15 because it suits your team, go for it. The problem with free hit 16, 17, or 18 is you're going to have 5 free transfers. You can probably, you're probably going to be able to create awesome teams in 16, 17, and 18. You just are, because you're going to have these transfers and you're going to go, that player's not very good. Do I roll the transfer 4 or do I spend the transfer 4? I spend the 4th transfer. Like, you'll just do it because you will. It's Christmas, blah, 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 blah. I don't think you're going to want a free hit in 16, 17, 18. Many managers at all, because you'll have good looking teams and you'll have 5 free transfers burning a hole in your pocket. So if you don't like free hit 13, that's fine. But just see what your team looks like in 14, 15 too. And remember, to get the 5 free transfers, you have to use them all by 16. So in 15, any banked ones you're going to be saving too. So you're probably going to have a good 15 team as well. 13 does make a lot of sense.
Yeah, that is unbelievable situation to be in. So well done, mate. People, please give us a like if you haven't already. If you're watching on catch up, thank you for doing so. Where do you want to go next, mate? What do you want to talk about?
Let's have a look at the Rob T stuff. We just got some clean sheet odds, early predictions from the week. Again, this helps form the free hit discussion. Like for someone like Dean, who's on the fence, does he free hit or not? And probably some of you guys seeing this graphic might help. It might go, actually, I don't have many of the good clean sheet fixtures. I'm keen to see where Arsenal fit here. I've genuinely not seen this graphic yet. As Dean says, should you be dropping your Arsenal and your Palace players? Well, this graphic might help us. So let's drop it in if we can. Rob T, defensive data and attacking data. Also, we need to talk about Nottingham Forest. I think, because Amateur in the chat says, FPL Amateur, which defender will you have? And Murillo is currently in my team. I'm going to show you my free hit team, my updated team in just a sec. I'm not sure if our producer's internet's down or something, but I don't think we can show that graphic.
Oh, right.
Well, we might be able to, but knowing it's not been put in, I'm guessing there's a lag or something.
Yeah, that might be right, actually. He doesn't seem to be there right now. Anyway.
We talk Forest because clean sheet at Anfield. Sean Dyche does Sean Dyche things. Sean Dyche always keeps clean sheets, especially at home. We did it at Burnley, did it at Everton. He's going to do it at Forest. Brighton didn't create a single big chance versus Brentford. I know they scored 2 goals, but they didn't create big chances.
Yeah.
And I think Forest are going to be very good.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised that Sean Dyche is doing this because I didn't actually have much faith in him. But yeah, it's looking all right. I mean, that Brighton fixture's looking pretty even.
Oh, mate, clean sheet odds. Arsenal, 30%. They've never been so low. Like Villa, 41. City, 47. Brentford, 43. That's my back 3. Done.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, that's, I don't often buy into these, but that is a good gauge for this free hit.
It is.
It
really is. And the goals should be 2, right? Brentford, 1.93. Villa, 1.88. Liverpool 2.09 and Man City 2.49. They're the 4 teams I'm backing in attack. That's pretty much my attack, those 4 teams. And I genuinely haven't seen these odds. Like, this is the first time I've seen them, and it's not surprising. Crystal Palace United, it's a tough one to predict. Neither are going to get a clean sheet. 25 and 22%, 1.5 each goals. Like, it's not going to be a predictable one. Same as Arsenal Chelsea. They're 2 fixtures I just don't like having huge investment in. When you can go and have a home banker like Villa Wolves or Brentford Burnley. Obviously, City is the obvious, so I don't want to mention them. But Brentford and Villa are 2 really good teams to back this week.
Yeah, this is interesting. I'm glad we put this up. I need to show Dylan it as well and explain to him what it means.
Mate, it took me about 4 game weeks, and but
it is helpful, definitely. I just saw an interesting point from CH who said, how would a wildcard team differ from a free hit team in this game week? What would your main thought be on that? Like, what is the main difference for this little spell?
Arsenal and Palace. My free hit team features no Arsenal and Palace. A wildcard team, they're 2 of we said at the top of the show, they're the 2 reliable teams in the league. They're 2 of the good, obvious teams in the league. Arsenal and Palace, I'd go triple Arsenal on wildcard, and I'd probably go triple Palace on wildcard. That's 6 straight away. It's very different to the free hit. And the free hit every week is going to be very different. Again, would you really go triple Man City on wildcard? I don't want Phil Foden in my team on wildcard. Quite want him on free. Salah, no chance. But I want him on my free hit, you know?
Yeah, fair enough. We'll probably be doing a bit more of that later in the week, people. If I can get Dylan on camera, obviously we'll be talking wild card and stuff. So I'll try to put some actual analysis and thought behind it rather than his randomness, even though the randomness has worked and completely sums up this season in FPL. So
it does. Should we have a look at our Brighton fairly high up? Yeah, look, I must admit, I've got a Nottingham Forest defender, and FPL Manchester said, can we speak about Savona, who's scored a couple of goals and he looks good, but Murillo is the DEFCON beast and still the goal threat at centre back. I'd pick him. Seeing this, I don't really fancy Forest for a clean sheet now. 26%. I thought they'd be higher.
Yeah, but the thing is, Brighton do have a decent attack, mate. And like you say, Minte, like
true,
he just had a decent haul. So yeah.
I tell you what, Everton, Newcastle again. Like, there's so many fixtures this week you can't predict. Like, with predicting Everton, Newcastle, even Palace United. Although I think Palace rightly favourites. Chelsea, Arsenal, Forest, Brighton. They're tight games. Spurs, Fulham. I was thinking before yesterday, could I put a Spurs player in, or before Sunday? Not a chance now.
Well, I mean, we've picked up at home. A few weeks ago, I was saying we never keep clean sheets, and now suddenly we've kept 3 clean sheets at home. So there is perhaps something in that, but we'll see away from home. Jason says Dean sounds a touch green, doesn't he? If you talk about my voice, it's not because I've been drinking, because actually I'm sober at the moment. I haven't had a drink for 3 weeks. But I was at San Diego. Oh, God, there it goes. I was at San Diego FC last night, mate, and we are into the Western Conference final, where we play against Vancouver Whitecaps on Saturday. Your mate, FPL Slackers, who's a fan of Vancouver, I've been texting him about it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so I was at San Diego last night. Whole family were there. We won 1-0, and it went crazy. Like, I know people don't think much of MLS, but like the place was absolutely rocking. So yeah, my voice isn't great because there was a lot of he went green like jealous. Oh, fair enough. I thought he went green like I sounded sick. But yeah, bit of both.
Yeah, okay. Mate, should we see our drafts or your team, my draft? Let's show my draft first because it's a free hit team. Thomas Muller FC. Yeah, very good. Keep Semenyo. I don't know. I feel like Semenyo is going to be probably not going to get confirmation if he's ready or not. I think it's a bit sus that he had the injury and then he was deemed ill. All of this whilst the news of his, as Dean said last week, like Bournemouth didn't want the chat about his contract or his release clause coming out, and I just feel like it's a bit of a coincidence that he's now ill at the weekend. But yeah, let's show my team, my free hit team coming up. This is the first time I've shown this team, actually. I've made a video that's going out on my channel probably 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, but this is a first look at it on Chasing Green Arrows. This is my updated free hit team.
Jason just saying, jealous of Dylan's free hit. Of course. Of course I'm jealous. Like, it's... Yeah, he's absolutely... I'm not... I mean, look, he's actually saving my my household's reputation in FPL, though. So I'm glad that someone's at least having a good season, Jason. So I need someone to keep up with you. Right, G, here's your team, mate.
Lovely. I put a padlock because I feel like it helps you guys to go, you know, is this actually a fixture that he's going with or a guy he's going with? And I've done slightly open padlocks, although it is a low-res image. Obviously, something could happen. Like if we get a team leak that Foden's out, he's not locked, right? Is the producer's Wi-Fi down? Yeah, maybe possibly temperamental. But it's great. When it goes, it doesn't cut me and Dean off, so we can always work it out. Yeah, the locks. Coyote, I'm definitely having a Brentford defender. It might not be Cody. I could go Kelleher, for example. I could go for a DEFCON guy like Vandenberg. But I feel like in any given game, why chase the DEFCON when you can chase the goals and the assists just for one game? Season long, I'd probably go for the DEFCON because it's, you know, repeatable. Salah's a lock. Foden's a lock unless we hear anything. Rodgers is clearly a lock. Thiago and Haaland are a lock. So the good thing about this is the locks that I'm really happy with, there's 6 players there. I only have Haaland in my team. And I can only get Haaland in. Like, I'm not going to bring any of the other players in as transfers. They're probably not the best buys, but they're good for free hit. And I'm happy with these 6. This is the core of my team. I'll also have another Man City player, perhaps another Liverpool attacker. Gibbs White is interesting. That 7th attacker spot could become Isak or Ekatike. I'd have to jiggle funds around. But that 7th attacker could be another Liverpool attacker with Salah, if I see something on Wednesday night, a forward or a midfielder. What do you make? Or it could be Kevin Schade of Brentford, who I also like.
Schade's a good one, yeah. Schade's a good one.
Yeah, or even Dango, if you want to play a little bit loose, but Dango doesn't get the 90 like Schade does. Schade always plays 90. Damsgaard and Dango don't. Gibbs White, he's pretty much playing in the front too.
Yeah.
He could be on pens. We don't know. Elliot Anderson took the penalty the other day when Gibbs White had just been subbed off.
Yeah, true. But yeah, Gibbs White probably. I think Gibbs White's a good pick, mate. I think like he's a nice differential as well when you're in a situation like this. Like, I think there's a him.
What do you make of Ndoye at Forest? He's their first choice winger by a country mile. He's the one that always plays. I quite like him as a bit of a punt. He's like 1% owned.
Is he really 1%?
Yeah. And he's like 5.5 million as well. He's proper cheap.
Yeah.
Or Gibbs White.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you've still got like if you were looking really punty, you could look towards Everton, if you were brave enough. But I think like if you want to use a bit of logic, then Gibbs White is probably the way to go. It looks good, mate. I like it. I like the team.
SNK says no love for Watkins. If he had scored and played 90 at the weekend, mate, Watkins is getting early subs now. Have you noticed? He's not even a 90-minute man anymore.
Mate, maybe they should have cashed in while they could. They could have got like 70, 80 million pound not long ago.
Man. Now he's not even getting in the England squad. He was like putting pressure on Harry Kane 2 years ago.
Mate, Welbeck's going to take a spot in that England squad. I'm telling you, Welbeck's going to the World Cup.
I'd love that. Danny Welbs.
I'm pretty sure, like from what I'm hearing, like Welbs is definitely suddenly in the thinking for that. So let's see what happens. And I reckon Villa will probably sign a striker as well. So Watkins, yeah, he's got a bit of work to do, but definitely is not Code Night. Watkins is big differential. I mean, I just don't.
So is Rodgers.
Yeah, I think you don't want to go too big on this. Like, I think Rodgers is strong enough, personally.
He's 2 million more as well. Like, you've got to spend over 8 million to get Ollie Watkins. So if you go Watkins, you probably can't have like a Foden or a Salah. Like, that's a big compromise.
Yeah. Little Miss FPL says that's a lot of eggs in only a few baskets.
It is, but that's what free hit is about, Little Miss FPL. I'm not here to spread my net wide and to cover bases and to cover Arsenal and Palace
because they're
highly owned, or Saka because he's highly owned. Like this is a 1 week affair, remember?
Yeah.
Have fun with it.
But I get what she's saying. It's like if Brentford, the thing that scares me about a free hit like this is the unpredictability.
Yeah.
Brentford might be rubbish this weekend.
My team could outperform it.
Yeah.
Because I've got reliable, good assets like Mbermo, like Saka, like Mateta and Sarr.
Exactly. And that's why when I was looking at, you text this morning in the group and we're like, Dean, show a free hit draft if you think. And I was like, what's the point? I don't know what's going to happen. Like, apart from wanting a couple of Man City assets, I don't really know that I'm desperate for anybody else that I haven't already got. And and maybe my team comes good this week because they were rubbish last week. So
yeah, but they're all playing each other, which is the problem. That's what I don't like. You're relying on like Chelsea, Arsenal. I mean, you don't have Chelsea, but Man United, Palace is a good example. There's a lot of managers that have 5 players. They've got double United and they've got triple Palace. You need a 3-3.
Yeah. But again, I'm not in that situation with Palace. I don't have Man United. So like I've only got Palace.
Yeah.
I've only got Arsenal. I've only got Bournemouth. Like I've still got Haaland and Reinders, and I've still got 2 free transfer. Was there anything else you want to say on your team? Otherwise, we'll stick mine up.
No, let's see your team.
Yeah, because we can stick my team up, and you'll see.
I didn't realize you had 2 free transfers, mate. That does change it.
That's the thing. So if I got 2 free, because I didn't bother using one last week, I didn't know what was going to happen. I've still
Yeah,
got
so
Gabriel.
we both thought Semenyo would start, and yeah.
Yeah, I was obviously annoyed about, not necessarily annoyed that he didn't play, because I knew I was taking a risk on that. But I said, didn't I, on the show, I was like, if I do a transfer, I'll bring in a first sub to come in for Semenyo. I decided not to do it. And to be honest, I still don't know who I would have done that would have been right, because the right answer would have been Morgan Rogers or Minte, and I don't think I was heading towards doing that. So I don't really have any regret over it. But yeah, this week I could obviously take Gabriel out and one other, and I can improve this team quite significantly. So I can get a City defender in if I want one. Yeah, I don't know. I love Saka for this game particularly. I mean, Saka, but whatever, he's there. So you can see my dilemma now that I've got the 2 free transfers, and you can see the team and who they're playing against. It's because Voltemada could score at Everton, Mateta can score against Man United, and might even be in a free hit team anyway. Yeah. Right, I told you would stay. Gakpo, I'll probably get rid of anyway. The defense actually is all right considering the fixtures. Like, while you look at those games and you're like, I'm not sure about it. We're not sure about any of it anymore. So I might just ride it out.
But we are sure, or fairly confident, that Brentford beat Burnley and Villa beat Wolves. That's 5 players straight away that you don't have. Plus, we're confident Man City score goals versus Leeds. And I'm going to assume Reinders doesn't start. There's a good chance he does, and you'd probably put him in.
Yeah.
So it's you're right. Like the value in free hit isn't the same as what it usually is.
I'm not desperate for a Brentford player though. Like I'm not.
Are you not desperate for Igor Thiago? I kind of am. He's scoring goals for fun.
Who would you take out that front 3 for Thiago? Voltemada. He's playing as Everton.
That's the thing. I wouldn't want to sell Voltemada or Mateta, which is why I'd free hit.
No, I'd rather keep it, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we have to get used. This is new territory. We've never free hit before Christmas. We've never really free hit with single game weeks. Yeah. We saved the free hit for later in the season when there's double game weeks galore and there's or blank game weeks.
Yeah.
So there is a risk whenever we do it that our actual team will outscore it. And there isn't a very clear week either. This feels like the clearest. And if you wait till game week 16, 17, or 18, you're going to have 5 free transfers. Then you definitely won't feel a need to free hit. You have 3 or 4 or 5 free transfers on any of those given weeks, and you'll go, I don't need to free hit.
No, it's true. Jason says,
use it in the next couple of weeks for me.
No, I know. Sell Reinders and Gabriel to Minte and Diaz. Like something like that is plausible. Or even, could I get to Morgan Rogers and Diaz? Or Morgan Rogers and someone in defence, maybe. I don't know. I haven't even begun to look at this yet. Thiago's ruining a lot of seasons, says Maliki. It's true. And but Brentford have done this to all of us before. Like, this is not something we should be surprised by. So yeah, we'll see. Anyway, it's something to think about. Like, I don't think I automatically just am going to run to the free hit button just because everybody's doing it. When I could save it for the week after or whatever.
Yeah, no, I hear you. It's not an obvious one. And then your team doesn't look like it's screaming like it needs it, but I don't think many do.
I just don't want to drop off again. I can't really afford another big drop. Like, I've gone from 120k to 250k to 500k in about 3 weeks. So you do fall away fast.
What about triple captain this week? We've had a comment in the chat. If you've still got your triple captain, for me, it's a no-brainer. Yeah. Haaland, Leeds. There's Haaland versus West Ham in a few weeks, but you don't know what form Haaland's going to be on them. But also, Leeds on the road are dreadful. Like this, and Haaland, he was born in Leeds. His dad played for Leeds. Like his passport says Leeds. Like, go Haaland versus Leeds, triple captain for me.
That is true. Yeah, I think that's a fun one to play with. And they're still in that conversation to attempt a title challenge. It's very rare he goes a game week without scoring at the moment. He just had it, so you got to assume he bounces back from that, and he'll definitely get chances against this Leeds team. So Yeah, I think
I've just put our man on Haaland tonight in UCL fantasy. I'm like, he didn't score at the week. Last at the weekend, he has to score against Leverkusen.
Yeah, I think so.
In fact, how could he not score with captaincy, Dean? We said it a lot, didn't we? We're like, of course, we're going to captain Haaland. That first half was 0-0 at half time. I was like, how Harvey Barnes, massive chance missed. Foden, massive chance missed. 3 potential penalties for Man City. And one that was such a no-brainer pen. I don't know how it wasn't given, the handball. And then Haaland missing a big chance. Like, Haaland captainers, and you could argue Saka captainers too were unlucky, but Haaland captainers were unlucky.
Yeah, I mean, your friend said to you the other day, that Haaland was the 4th best captain choice.
Yeah.
Who were the 3 above him?
Well, he said Mateta, who didn't do much and got 59 minutes, got 1 point. Saka, who, to be fair, with Arsenal scoring that amount of goals, you do expect Saka to be involved. And then he said Mbermo, who didn't do much, did he?
So they were all rubbish. So.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, Haaland didn't score. He was right about 4th choice. I was like, hang on, I don't think any of the other choices did anything either.
Mate, they didn't. And a lot went Bruno. A lot of the analytics managers went Bruno and Saka.
Mate, imagine having those 5 players and getting nothing back. Yeah, like some people,
what a game week.
Yeah,
but this is why the defenders this season are getting all the big points, because we're down on goals and we're down on obvious goals from big name players and big name teams. Salah's been quiet. Mateta's not scoring. There's so many examples where...
So for free hit, we should be going 5 defenders?
No, for free hit, we should be back in Brentford and Aston Villa, which we're doing.
Man, this game's doing my head in. I just want to enjoy it all season.
I had a message from Mark. Let me just read it out, because Mark obviously runs the game, right? He's the founder of Scout, and he's now not offline, but he will send me bits of information.
Okay.
And he said he's been doing some stuff. He's going to send it to me properly, so I'm just paraphrasing. Forwards something like 38. This was last week he sent this. Forwards are like 38 fewer goal involvements down this time from last season, and defensive players weren't scoring points like this in the past. Defenders have 72 more clean sheets than this time last year, and forwards 37 fewer goal involvements, and defenders have 23 more goal involvements. So everyone thinks it's all the DEFCON edition. Yes, that's tweaked it, but it's actually not just that. Defenders are actually scoring goals, and forwards and midfielders aren't scoring goals. That's just been a shift in the first 12, 13 game weeks of the season.
Yeah, that's true. It's weird, isn't it? But what do we do about it? How do we?
I don't know. I think either you're right, we start playing back 5s, or we go, this is just a thing. This is just a short-term fad, and it will change. And Salah will start scoring hat-tricks again soon, and Mateta won't miss all the sitters, and a Brentford forward won't be the second best forward in the game. How is Igor Thiago the second best forward in the game?
Yeah, exactly.
It's 6 million.
Yeah, that's my idea.
So I think it will return. I think I've got hope. Over the festive period, we start seeing teams click in, and I don't know. Let's see.
How you got more tuned into this than me. Like the content creators, they were all starting to rise. Did everyone flop this week, or where did that sit?
No, most had Anderson at the back, who got 10 points. So that was huge for them. And then
really?
they had an Enzo or a Minter, who got also double digits. So I think the average among content creators was probably like 50 odd points. And there's a fair few now, like Let's Talk FPL's on the cusp of 100k. Here, Dewsbury Hall auto subbing for Cunha, which is unbelievable. But yeah, it's what was interesting is the vast majority of them did go against Haaland captaincy, as I said they would. All the algorithms were saying back Saka or Bruno, and the vast majority of content creators did fair play to them, because it was ballsy to do it, backed against Haaland. But yeah, the computer also said to do so.
Yeah. It is interesting, isn't it? This point that we've now reached. If you don't free hit this week, mate, is just for people who are just weighing it up right now. What did you say the solution would be to that if you've got it up your sleeve still?
Yeah, 16 does look good. I just think we'll own a lot of those players anyway. But in 16, you could have a Cole Palmer versus Everton. You're probably not going to own him, but you could put him in for free hit. Liverpool play Brighton at home, so you can still chase the Salah narrative. Arsenal have Wolves. You might want to go double Arsenal attack, although many will have them, and they will have 5 free transfers. United played Bournemouth, but also City's hardest game of this run is Crystal Palace away. There is a world in which you could take Haaland out. I wouldn't, but some have said they are going to. And they'll take Haaland out of their free hit 16 to have a midfield of like Salah, Saka, Palmer, Bruno, and Mbeumo. And it is a tough fixture for Haaland, make no doubt about it. Going to Selhurst Park's not easy. But it's not for me. I think 16 is a week where we're all going to go, I can get to that team anyway because I've got 5 free transfers. If I want to get Cole Palmer, I've got 5 moves to get there, you know?
Yeah, exactly that. Are we going to want Cole Palmer? Is he going to manage to get through a week without hurting himself?
It's going to take a while to get him 90 minutes up and running consecutive games. Like, I'm not even sure we can go into that week against Everton and go, he's definitely going to start. Like, he's going to have to be eased back slow because we rushed him last time with that groin and we didn't send him for surgery.
Yeah, and he's got a World Cup to get to, so that makes him torn because he want to get back into action because he needs the form, but equally he can't get another injury.
Mate, he really needs something because Tuchel's got Morgan Rogers playing really well. He's got Bellingham and Rogers and Foden all in the last squad, and it's like you can't take those 3 and Palmer.
Yeah,
someone, and Eze as well. We know he's a better 10 than a white man.
Like, there's going back to those old days when we used to have Scholes and Lampard and Gerrard and stuff, and they couldn't all get in the team. It's a bit further up the pitch, different type of player, but same old problem. Yeah. Which should be a nice problem, but the odds are you get it wrong. So let's see if Palmer can get himself back in there because obviously has made a big impact for England as well as Chelsea previously. Yeah, so people, the plan this week will be I will do a video. For those that missed it, I've dropped off massively this week after a terrible week of 31 points. I'm down to 500k. But yeah, my 7-year-old son has had a wonder week of 70-odd points and is up to 50k and has wild card to play this week. So I will be leaning on G and all of you to try to help him. And I will try to record a video. And I do think he'll be up for this, mate. I think that he came to me this morning because like this account, obviously, that I have for just watching YouTube and stuff. He watches videos on it too. He said, Dad, do you know that you've already got subscribed? You don't even make videos and you've got 5 subscribers. I was like,
mad.
Well, it's 5 subscribers. Like, it's 5 people, like, and literally nothing. He goes, no,
is he impressed by that though?
Oh, he's impressed that without doing anything, I've got 5 people.
Mate, that's really sweet. I love him.
He's like, mate, Dad, you could do some of your football transfer videos, but we could also do videos together talking about our life. I was like,
love it, mate. Get it on. Funny. Get it on. I love the idea.
So I'll give it a crack, but it won't be on my channel. It will be on Chasing Green Arrows.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Guys, I've not asked you to subscribe today. 58 minutes in. If you want to hit the subscribe button, that would mean a lot. We'd love you to subscribe, support us, like this individual episode, but subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, we appreciate all of you being here today and stick with us throughout the week as we fine-tune this free hit. As I say, there'll be more content to come. Yeah, there'll definitely be a deadline show. There'll be something coming before then as well. So we keep your notifications on and we will definitely be getting back to you in the meantime.
Yeah, and our deadline show, guys, hit the notification bell. We're not sure when we'll go live. It's obviously a slightly later deadline this week, but it will be before the other YouTubers. So we like to do it when it's a little bit quieter and there's less competition. So there'll be an early Saturday morning at some point deadline stream. So come by and see that. And Dean will get us a steer on Man City as well.
Yes,
guys,
let me work on that.
For all your comments in the chat. Glenn, thank you for gifting a membership. Thank you to all of our mods like CH. And thank you to you guys, everyone that just watched. I think CH might be going over to, I just saw a comment flash up. She's going over to FPL Juice. So if you want to go raid FPL Juice, go do that, guys. With the word with the word chaser. Chasers over on FPL Juice if you want to do that.
Go and just spam every channel. Just say Chasing Green Arrows, and just stick our name everywhere. Everywhere that you see today on the internet, just comment watch Chasing Green Arrows.
I'm going to go over to FPL Juice and do the same, guys. So I'll see you there.
Cool. All right, mate.
Good stuff for watching. We'll see you next time.
Catch you later.